might be out there already. So is mine a big enough difference to really be able to make enough money with it? You know, I look at reviews, I look at how much volume of sales they're doing on Amazon. You could see how many they've sold. And there's a lot of things to figure out and validate if your idea is something that you should pursue or not. But the most important thing, Micah, that a lot of people should do that don't do is to do that search. Just like when you're starting a business, you want to do research and development and see if it's something, what's going to make you different in the market. So that it's very important.
You know, it's funny because you bring up an interesting point, and it made me think of a few things. The difference between starting something that's a manufacturing firm where you're actually going to engage in the manufacturing of your product and where you have to or license it to someone who will then take that idea and then turn it into something that is closely related to perhaps a vertical that a product line that they already produce. But it's so important for people who are watching this to understand that when you choose the manufacturing route, that is without a doubt likely the most capital intensive endeavor that you could do in any business. Because not only do you have to have a place to manufacture, you often have to invent the manufacturing tools to actually make whatever it is that you're producing. If they don't already exist, you kind of have to kind of make the process, which also might tie into another form of the patent to market process as well, because there are patents related to how you manufacture products as well. So my question to you is, when you're thinking about making or manufacturing it yourself, what are some of the things that you're looking for in a product that you're going to be manufacturing, you're going to be taking the lead in actually putting it together on your own?
Sure. Micah, when you mentioned about setting up processes, it's relative to what type of product you're going to manufacture. If you have a simple shirt or a bag and it's a cut and sew fabric, you don't necessarily have to do that. You know, you can work with the machines that kind of do cuts and, you know, different types of things. If you're doing wood or metal, plastic injection molding, there's different methods of manufacturing.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do when I decide to manufacture a product is to think about how lean I can be with my CAD files, let's say, that I have done, or my specs that I put together, and then to test it and validate if it's something that's going to be able to hold the tension, resistance, durability. So I go through those type of things, and then I have to figure out what it's going to cost me.
Mm-hmm.
If it's going to be something that costs a lot and it's going to be more than what the customer would end up paying, then it's not a good business, right? I have to figure out, if I end up making it for X, how much I can sell it for. But I look at how much I could sell it for, and then I work backwards from there to see if I have enough margin. Not only just the margin, you know, sometimes, Micah, people come to me, Brian, cost me $2 to make. I want to sell it for $3. It's not a great business model. Right. You want to be able to have at least 3x to 5x of margin there, to be able to not only incorporate the you're talking about operational expenses, right? Some stuff you have commission that you might have to pay, and you also want to pay yourself, right? So you're taking a risk. How much are you putting in versus how much are you going to get out? But look, you can come up with really complex products